Of course, back then I was smoking Salem's, I think. Now I live there. You can't win, you know.
Alright, we'll check out John Fahey's Sunflower Blues. This was requested by a Patreon supporter. Some of these videos are funded by a community over on Patreon. This will be in the open C tuning. In this case though, it used to be C, G, C, G, C, E. It's actually tuned up a half step. C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, and F. So if you want to play along with this recording, tune up to that. It's a really cool version. It's a little different from the death chants, breakdowns, and military waltzes. The only bummer he doesn't do that cool intro, but the meat and potatoes are here. So I don't know. Let's check it out. Alright, so here's the cool thing about watching the video. You can see that he's just moving octaves. In this tuning, this is an octave. So you've got this shape, and then you open it up. And then he does this little, but that's also an octave. It's pretty cool. So you get this really cool octave movement with this tuning. So okay. Again, octave shapes. So you've got this new octave shape off the 2nd and 4th string, and that's 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Take that up to the 4th fret, open it up. Now your old octave shape off of the 3rd and 5th string. Right, so you've got, and you open that up at the end with this open 2nd and 4th string. There's some cool slides there. So what do you got? Alright, so we've got so after you do that move, that's just 2nd to 4. This would be the A part of the tune, the whole thing, and I kind of think of it like there's a little tag on this A part too, so the whole thing will sound like this. Check out this B part here. Can we just notice how crazy his technique is here? It's like pseudo-classical almost. This is kind of like a blues trope. It almost sounds like kind of like vestibule or something. So we've got that's pretty easy. Fret numbers for the B part are 4th fret on the B string, that is called the 2nd string, to the 3rd fret on the 1st string. So it goes 4 3 4 3 are the frets, and then strings 2 1 2 1. So there's just a little hammer on. That's on the 1st string, 3 5 3. 4th fret on the B string, on the 2nd string, and then open up So just back to the A section, exactly the same. So 2 times to the A, to the B section, 2 times to the A. So that's our form so far. And it sounds like he just goes back to the B section. Smooth. Little variation this time. That's cool. So he jumps up to the 6th fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 4th on the B, opens it up. You gotta love this VHS atmosphere. Alright, we just entered the C part. There you go. 2-finger chord. So he's just moving, just like before, he just moved this this like static shape around. Same thing here. I think that's a 5th, the sound of a 5th. So we've got on the 1st and 2nd string, we've got fret 8, no, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 1st and 2nd string, we've got fret 7 and 8. So there we go, 7 and 8. And then you're going to take that back to frets 6 and 5, still on the 1st and 2nd string. And then take it back to frets 3 and 2. And you're still running that 6th and 4th string. Alright, so once you kind of get used to this, so I'm going to break this down. You got your 2nd fret on the 2nd string, and then pinch on 6 and 2, 4 and 1, 2 by itself, 6 by itself, 1 by itself, 4 by itself. That's the first half. And the second part of this run here is 2 by itself, 6 and 1, 4 by itself, 2 by itself, 6 by itself, 1 by itself, 4 by itself. Whole thing. He doesn't do that one on the recording that I know. So you're just kind of going from 2nd to 1st string, and the frets are 2 on the 2nd, 3 on the 1st. And the next part is you keep your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, but then you open up the 1st string. He's just playing that against his thumbs. So he just kind of slows it down. And then you just kind of play the form out. Play the A part, B part, A part, and you're out. And so this is kind of a quick kind of framework of the tune. he's definitely improvising within it, and the more versions that you check out, the more you're gonna kind of understand, I guess, just like his idioms and what he likes to do with this tuning. So worth checking out. And hey, if you thought this guitar was cool, I'm going to have a video dedicated to this. This is a Galliano made by an Italian guitar maker in the 1920s. So I'm going to do a video on that next. We'll see you there.